Hi, this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I just wanted to give you guys some information on Mercury, the sign of Mercury, and what it means. Mercury is the planet of communication, and Mercury goes retrograde about 3 times a year. It is the fastest moving planet. The moon's actually faster, but the moon is really a luminary. So, when Mercury does go retrograde, depending on the house that it's in, usually you're rethinking, redoing something in that house, or people from the past tend to re-enter. When Mercury does go retrograde, they ask that you don't sign contracts, and unless it's something that you were offered prior to the Mercury going retrograde. So let's say, they always say it's not good to start something new during a Mercury retrograde if it's in the house that it's in. So let's say that, is it a good time to start a new relationship? Probably not if Mercury's retrograding in your 7th house. But is it a good time to fix things with an ex? Definitely. You may actually hear from an ex if it's retrograding in your 7th house. Wherever Mercury's going retrograde, you're asked to kind of look within and sort of reanalyze, rethink whatever, it was retrograding in that house. Pretty much, like I said, Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. And during this time, communications can get lost. You could have miscommunications with people. Documents are lost. Bad time to sign legal agreements because of the fact that you might sign something and not know the big picture later on. You may not really see the fine print, or what you thought you were signing may turn out to be something else. So in this video, I am going to go into Mercury by the signs and Mercury by the houses, and to give you a better understanding of what it means. So stay tuned. Hi, this is Laura from LiveVisions.com, and I wanted to give you some information on what it's like to have your Mercury in Aquarius or the 11th house. Well, Mercury is how you think, and it's also how you communicate. In a chart that shows you both. So what does it mean if you have your Mercury in the Aquarius? Well, this means you are a thinker of, you probably could be a little bit eccentric in your thinking, but you could be beyond your thinking, meaning like, beyond your time when it comes to intellectual ideas and furthering things along. That's why people may find you eccentric, because you're so far advanced that it's like, well, where does this come from, And a lot of the things that we have now, in our lives, people thought, well, that's, this is weird or whatever, But I will say that you're beyond your years in your thinking. You could come up with some very great ideas. You could be humanitarian by nature and more liberal in your beliefs, maybe political beliefs. So I think that for the most part, and I will say, you could be kind of, Aquarians could be either way. Very talkative, or they keep to themselves. And a lot of times they don't say always what they're thinking, They keep it in, and, then when they have a thought or whatever, they, I want to say a lot of their thinking is within, They're always in their head. So it's not that they're stupid or they're weird or, they're like, and they could be the type of person too. Somebody who has Mercury in Aquarius could be the type of person where their thinking is just, and their style, like, is just offbeat. Like somebody who doesn't care, they wear 2 different earrings, or their style is just a little offbeat, or, they're not afraid to wear the crazy styles or something different, or shave their head if they're a girl, like Sinead O'Connor did. She has a beautiful face. She could do it, I guess. But, like something like this, they could be, eccentric in their ideas, but really they're quite advanced, And I want to say they're the underdogs of the zodiac, They're the type where I'm going to fight for you. Let's say they're the type where you're working at a place and, they're really kind of not following labor laws, okay? somebody with Mercury in Aquarius, or maybe an Aquarius ascendant, would probably be the first people to say, no, this is wrong, and guess what? I'm going to get an attorney, and you're going to have a class action suit on you. You know, because they're the type to say, we're going to fight for the people. We're going to fight for the rights of others, not just ourselves. You know, so they're very humanitarian in their way that they're thinking. You know, they think of the people as a whole, not just themselves, you know. And I want to say, if you have Aquarius in the 11th house, or I'm sorry, Mercury in the 11th house, you are going to be, friendships are going to be very important to you. You may have your childhood friends from the whole, your whole life. You know, I still have friends from grammar school, but, and you know, like you may have friends from way back in your life, you know, that are very important to you, that you love communicating with. You know, you love talking with your friends or groups. You also may belong to social groups that are very important to you, that things that maybe causes that you believe in. You know, Mercury in Aquarius, they're really big on social causes that they believe in, and equal rights and all that stuff. So, and they're known to be the humanitarians of the zodiac. They don't usually, they keep a lot of things in their head, but when they do speak up, it's usually for a reason, and they're very passionate about what they have to say. So anyway, this is my synopsis of Mercury in Aquarius, or the 11th house. And I wanted to let you know too, I added some things to the website. There's classes, the basics and aspects will be on there. I'm starting those this February. And also on the site, I'm also implementing reports. So if you wanted, you know, there's like $30 a report. So if you wanted a report on your future forecast, or a child report, like where you should kind of gear your little one based on his little chart or her little chart, and where their gifts may be, and you kind of get a heads up as to where they would be good in life, or maybe, you know, it kind of shows you if they're hyperactive and what to get them into as a kid, and you know, it really does help. It was dead on for me. And I also have the relationship reports too, so if you wanted to look at those will be really helpful too. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know I implemented a few new things, so if you are interested, please sign up. The classes, I'm only going to keep them to like 20 students or so, because I'd like to keep them small. So if you'd like to take a class, sign up. They'll be starting in February. I will have the date on the site in the next couple days. And if you have any questions, please put them below. And I hope you have a nice New Year's. Now that the holidays are over, I will be doing more videos, so I hope to see you soon. Anyway, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.